Right then, we should be going live. Back to some ETS. Let's have a look. So, we've taken a job. It's about 60,000, I believe it's cars. But it's travelling from Italy to somewhere. Can't remember. Let's have a look at the map, shall we? My mind's gone blank. So there we are, Rome. It's a fairly good trip. Yeah, that's the one. It's about 28, 29 hours. Let's jump in. I'm quite sure on cameras. I've been playing with the cameras. I don't know if this is going to work. You should be able to see the mirrors. At least. I don't know. Let me know what you think of this one. If it's too cluttered, we'll change back to another one. I need to change my position as well, because that's all rubbish. I think that should do just about. Let's get some lights on. Have a quick look. Exterior. We'll try this as a normal view. We'll see how we get on with this view.
Turn right.
Lets you see a lot more. Gives you the mirrors to look at as well.
Go straight on. At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
Fuel wise, 497 litres. We've got 1,951 kilometres to go. I think we might be topping up at some point. Again, we'll wait till we get to around the 200 mark and then start looking for a fuel stop. So, let's put it in at 84. We got to cruise this one. Time is what? 5:15 AM by the looks of it. And we've got 52 hours to complete the job. 30 of which is actually going
right. And then exit right.
Man, I'm sure this thing said it was only going to be like 28. It's actually 30, just over 29 hours. That's a little fast. Don't bin it right as we start. So, really now it's about earning the money because we've got a loan to pay off. We've got some workers, so we've got 4 trucks, 4 workers. They're only just starting, so I need to really crack on with the job and earn some money, which is why I'm going for 60 grand's worth job, to get some money in the bank and make sure the loan doesn't empty me completely. Let's get the old... Get cruise control going. Hopefully everything's streaming smoothly. If there's any problems, let me know, and I'll switch the view back to simpler view.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Oh, where's he going? Not a clue. It is actually supposed to be getting brighter. It says it's 6:24. Doesn't look like it, does it? Ooh. Speed limiter back on. I'm always speeding. Gotta keep the fines down because I need every penny at the moment. That's 64,000 in the bank. Could go down really quickly if things go wrong. Nope, didn't want to do that. This is going to be a long drive. There was a job there actually for 64 hours, but I thought, I don't think I've got that much time to squeeze all that in. I mean, this is going to be a fairly lengthy job to say the least. I mean, we're only down to 27 hours remaining now. Right, finally a bit of income. So the one driver's bought in 1,600. That's not a bad start. I was actually expecting something like 300 or 400, so looks like I've hired some drivers who are able to bring in a little bit of cash to start with, and hopefully they'll rank up quickly and we'll see the amounts ticking up. If that's the case, that means I can back off a little bit doing the long hauls and just get some quick jobs going. Because we need to see that income go up swiftly. So we're on 66 now, and it was just on 64 if I remember correctly. And that van's tailgating that car. That's crazy. Oh yeah, and I still haven't got round to sorting that blimmin' air brake thing. He's clearly out for a little cruise, isn't he? Let's take the map off. We don't need the map for now. Yeah, we're going straight on. So at least at 84 we shouldn't get booked by the cops. If we do, we're just going to have to back it off a little touch. That's 25 hours. It's not too bad. I wish we were doing 90 instead of 84, but it is what it is. Check the map. We're going straight on. Need to check out. I added a little button box to my Stream Deck. Yep, that works. That works really well. Okay. That works so well, it actually stopped the truck completely. Right, let's try something else. Aha, there's a problem. Right, so I've discovered a problem with those buttons, so I can leave them alone. I need to look at those. Sorry about that, I needed to test that. Oh, my cushion's moved. I don't know if I can reach it at the same time as driving. This could be awkward. Get in. That's better. I was contemplating as to whether to buy some extra pieces of aluminium profile for the rig. Contemplating making my own foot mount for these pedals rather than using the plate that came. Well, the plate that you have to buy is an extra for the pedals. Plate is nice, but it could be better mounted, more rigid if I use aluminium profile. So I was looking at it. It would set me back another 60 quid to buy the metal parts. So it's not too bad, but I just don't know if it's worth spending 60 quid right now on that, you know? I need to check my eBay, see if the guy has started with the details. Let's have a quick look if we can. Because I bet you any money he probably hasn't. Nothing yet, but I'll give him a few hours extra and then he'll be getting an email from me. Fuel is just under 400. Distance traveled so far. Oh crap, that's really bad timing. There's a car alongside me. 1,593. So what, we were on 1,900. So covered a fair bit of ground already.
Right, and then exit right.
He was a bit late coming for that instruction. I was ready to go straight on.
Exit right.
It's a limit of 60, but yeah, I'm not going to listen to that because it'll change back to 80 now before you know it. There we go. Well, if we can get this down to 20 hours, I'll be happy. That means we're motoring, really. Time is 10:34. What do we start? 6 something in game? Gotta love that horn. Actually, I need to find out what horn it is and remove it because it's rather annoying. Anybody know any decent horns for the trucks? Because I've got to admit, most of the ones that I found are pretty crap. Come on, Mr. Van Driver, get out in front and go.
Keep left.
As you do. So just past the turning for Milano. Down to 22 hours, that is. 354 litres. Taking our Volvos. Gonna look really funky if I just go to the above cab view, because all you're gonna get down the bottom is a look left and a look right. That's one way of showing off more of the views, I guess. Have to try that when we're going over a bridge or we got something interesting to look out to one side and see if it actually works. So there goes one of the loans. Ah, look at that, 7,592. So that gets us back down to 61,000. So that's a fair chunk of money taken from us straight away. just shy of 8 grand per loan installment. And I think that's, oh well, another driver's brought in another 1,522, so that's back up to 62. Trying to think now. I'll have to stop at a garage at some point and work out how much it is to buy a garage. Because then you have to buy a garage, upgrade a garage, and I think you upgrade it at least once. And it's about 180,000 or something for the upgrade. I just can't remember how much a garage is, which I think is about 180 or 200,000. And then you have to buy the trucks to fill it up, and then get... You're probably looking at earning a cool million. Ah, we'll see. Just need to crack on. Hey. Come on, Kia. Move it. That's not going as fast as I thought. Because they're all going back up to 80. Well, I was gonna turn in behind this truck, but I don't know if I should. I mean, I'm doing 84, and he must be doing at least 83. Slowly creeping up on him. Nope, you're not going to see too much out of that one because we've zoomed in on the right hand side for the mirror. That's a shame. Would have been fun if it would showed you more of a shot. Oh, you can move across. Can we go this way? Oh no, we can't. There's a red light above it. Just see the red light. Oops. That and the gate's down for it. Ugh. Now we're royally stuck. Gonna have to try and squeeze it in. Trying to get this coach to stop being naughty. Fuel is on 299. Do I stop? Yeah, probably not. We still got 1,278. We'll go for 200 litres or less and then we'll start looking. Motoring around here. I think this is the nice section between Italy and whatever's just above Italy because I can't remember what it is on the map. More tolls. I should be in that one because that's the truck one, but I think you can go through any. But I'm going to start and try and do things correctly. Right after this. And the coach is putting his foot down. Damn it.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Ah, we got a turn anyway.
Exit right.
Fuel coming in, but we're okay. This is not a bad little truck actually, considering we started, well, we didn't even have a full tank. We're not even halfway through the tank yet. Wonder what we're going to end on when we get to, wonder if we can do Well, if we get down to 1,000 kilometers left, that would have been at least 900 kilometers we've done. And then it's just a matter of finding how much fuel we've got left in the tank. Hello there, Enigma. How you doing? Wow, look at that building up there. Right on the edge. There we are. See, that's another driver coming in, but he's only bringing in at £595. Great. Well, then again, somebody else has come in with money because we're now on 64,000, so we're back up to where we were. So actually having those drivers isn't too bad. They're bringing in enough money to probably cover the loan. I think another garage with full of drivers earning money, and we'll probably be safe. But getting to that point is going to be a struggle now.
Go straight on.
Deet, deet, deet. No, don't slow down.
Keep left, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
Okay. So what are we on hours now? 1,000, no, sorry, kilometers. 1,092 kilometers remaining. 240 liters on board. Still just under half a tank. I'm impressed with that. This little truck seems to be really efficient on the fuel. And it's a Merc, is it? I think it is. That's a good cup of coffee.
Go straight on.
Yeah. Well, down to 16 hours though, so gone from 29-hour trip to 16 hours 21 at the moment. Not too bad. And we've been streaming for 41 minutes. Give or take, there's probably a good 3 minutes to 4 minutes at the beginning of the video where I was just messing around.
Keep right, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
Slight incline, so it's taken a while to get back up to 84. I really am starting to think I'm going to let this tank run down to at least 100 litres, because at the moment it's doing really well on fuel. We didn't even have a full tank. It's carbo to get past. Truck, I should say, van. Can't even speak. This is a video I'll have to watch back myself because I've changed the settings on the camera, which in theory should mean that here is looking a little bit sharper and smoother. If not, I really am contemplating getting a new camera because I cannot get the image that I'm happy with out of this camera. I've got a feeling there's a problem with the lens on it.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
$60? Oh god, it's gonna suck. should be able to go back to normal. Okay, we are heading straight on. 14 hours remaining. 194 litres on board. 933 kilometres to go. I'd be impressed if this does 194 litres with two 930 kilometres. Just had another driver bring in some more cash, so we're now up to 68,000. This driver's doing really well. And if I can take this job there and earn the 60,000, that'll really bump us up.
Keep right.
Ooh, that was a bit of weaving. Weaving around. I think we're turning up ahead as well. Oh no, just go straight on the other road. Okay. Need to pay attention to the road layout. Hours, won't be long now, we're going to be hitting 10 hours remaining. Fuel in the tank, 171 litres, we're doing really well, 842 kilometres. I think we started with about 450 litres, was it? I can't remember. Hey, filing account, how you doing? Yep, day 6. Would be good if, you know, just drive trucks for, I don't know, for 10 hours. A 10-hour stream. Nah, I don't even think I've got the time to squeeze that in. Mind you, I don't think anybody would want to watch trucking for 10 hours. Not a virtual one anyway, maybe a real life one. And how's your day, filing account? Having a good one? Bringing in the sunset. That looks really nice over there. To the left with the mirrors. Well, you know, gotta have a Friday off now and again. If in doubt, give it a clout. That usually works. Unless, of course, you're not in reach. So what's the timing game? 20... Well, it's coming up to 20 past 8. We've got 37 hours remaining to do the job. We've got 12 hours to complete this job, or we're 12 hours away from completing it at least. We'll probably take a sleep, but we'll wait until it's at least 10 PM and then we'll look at doing a sleep. Let me know what you think to this kind of layout where you get the mirrors to the left and to the right of the wheel. If it's too cluttered, too haphazard, then I'll switch it back to a normal view. I kind of like retesting this one. I did try it before but never had much feedback, to be honest. Don't know if it's worth keeping or whether it's too cluttered looking.
Keep right and then exit right.
What do you mean?
Exit right.
No.
Recomputing.
Because you're telling me to go down there to go straight on. There's no point. Crazy sat-nav. No, you don't, little car. Stay back there. Time in game 20:51. Heading up to 9 o'clock. Money's jumped up 72,000. Man, I didn't even see that come in. So it looks like those drivers are doing what they should be doing, which is nice. I didn't think they would be earning so much money straight away, because usually when I recall doing this before, they were earning like £200-300 a time. I was like, really? There's like nothing. But they seem to be bringing in a couple of grand a throw.
Keep right and then exit right. Exit right. Go straight on. Keep right. Keep left.
Right, and cruise back on. We're down to 10 hours 53. Still got 129 litres on board. With 690 kilometres to go. So we've gone from what, like 900 kilometres down to 680. I'm trying to remember what we had at the time when we had 900. We must have had 200 litres in there at least. Man, I should write this stuff down and try and work it out. $21.37 as well, still quite light. There's a fuel stop there on the left, which is not where I want to go. Well, we could do though. Still got plenty though. Keep 406 right, miles to go.
Exit right. Exit right. Get ready to turn left.
Ooh, that was a little too quick.
Turn left.
Oh, he's alright. He's turning. We're down to a 60 zone. Not nice. We've got 113 litres and we're doing the side roads. I'm thinking maybe I should have stopped for fuel first.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Right, keep an eye out for a rest stop or a fuel stop. One of the two should do. As long as it's all looking nice and smooth. It gets a bit awkward when it starts getting dark though. Especially out the side ones, but hey. Nothing I can do about that until I can get a rest in, but I can't get a rest in because there's no rest stops coming up. Now I just gotta hope the 104 litres in the tank lasts me until I can find somewhere. Really should have maybe got that fuel put in. Because I'm a little bit worried now because I'm on this like back road kind of thing. Not on a main road at least. Lined them. Try not to cross the white line. Bit of lane control. We're sneaking up on the back of this truck in front at least. Well, he's not turning there. I'm tempted to go around him, but you are running out of fuel. Yeah, I know. Fuel stop. Really good right about now. Down to 88 litres. There's no way I'm going to do 548 kilometers on this thing, and now we've got inclines coming in as well, so that's going to eat the fuel.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Come on. Service is coming up, yes. Seriously need that service. Hyped it up. There's been a few times where I've
straight on.
Where I've gone out and where is it? At least 3 occasions where I've driven a truck, had the truck go to empty, and I've managed to roll it into a garage, into a fuel station. It's been really touching, but there's been other times when I thought, we'll get there, and yeah, you just run out, and you just have to take the hit, you know. Let's fill her up a bit. We've got 504 kilometers. Should be fine. It's 351 liters. It's half a tank, and I'm sure I had about less than half a tank. That should be fine. Right, lights are on. Select gear. Brake off. Make a move. Doesn't cost me any anyway because it's not my truck.
Finding new route.
But now we can come here.
Go straight on.
And sleep. And get some daylight. get the right gear. Hopefully now it'll make for a little bit better viewing because you can actually see what's going on. Right, so what have we got? 7 hours remaining on this job. I've got 2% probably wear and tear more than anything because I haven't hit anything on the old damage indicators. So 346 litres on board, 495 kilometres to go, so 306 miles basically. And we're on 75,000. We've got another 60 grand to come in off this job when, or if and when I complete it. But if with my guys seemingly doing okay bringing in the money, I think I'm just going to back off and do the shorter jobs. This truck is just increasing its speed.
Keep right, and then exit right.
I'm guessing it doesn't have a retarder and that's why.
Exit right. Turn right.
Don't know where that damage is coming from, it's really weird. What are we on? 3% damage on the truck, 3% damage on the trailer, but the goods are fine. Weird. And I didn't want to press that button. Wanted to do that one. I'll just wake you up. Wakes me up. So just under 6 hours. We've done 1 hour 11, which was for a 29 hour job basically. And it's taken us 1 hour 11 to get down to the 6 hour mark. I'm guessing by about 25 past 1 hour 25 we should be nearing or at the destination. At a guesstimate. know one thing for sure, when I get to the end of this job, I'll be stopping and getting a cup of coffee. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. That'll do. He's gonna need a bigger boat. Ooh, there's a bridge over there. I wonder if we're going across that. As it pops up and smacks him in the face, because the pop-up on this... I wish they improved the pop-up on this game. It is a little bit frustrating. Or if they took all the pop-up out, will it really cripple the game? I wonder. It'd be interesting to find out. I mean, I'm running this now, streaming at the same time, and I'm hitting 55 frames. Can't even keep a constant 60. If the roads are empty, probably get around 70. Over to the docks. It's like having two little small cameras looking out.
Keep right, then turn right.
But it goes to show how much detail you can see when you're running triples.
Turn right.
And then that's a wall. Yeah, you know, I'm sure there is, but I'm sure they can improve on some of it. Because things like hillsides coming in and just appearing out of nowhere, and things like that bridge just appearing out of nowhere. There must be things they can do. One of my drivers has leveled up. That should bring in a bit more cash.
Keep left.
Down to 4 hours 22. 295 kilometers, 183 miles. Yeah, AC has got quite a few things going for it. I mean, it needs it at the end of the day. I mean, it's got where you can do 25% of the car model at a greater distance. There goes the loan again, so that was another 8 grand, so we're back down to 69,000. Plus, yeah, you've got texture resolution you can do. I believe there's a new update coming out with 1.36. They're bringing in some new things, but I think it's more to do with anti-aliasing more than anything. And if they're bringing in what I think they're bringing in, which will be better anti-aliasing, it's not going to be doing anything for your frames per second though, because it's quite an intensive one. I mean, to be honest, on a single screen you're fine. You know, whether you're running 1080 or a 1440p screen, even ultra wide screen, you'll probably be okay. It's when you start getting to the resolutions like 4K or triple monitors with this game, things really do get crippled. I don't mind the force feedback in ACC at all. I mean, the last update, you know, is a big improvement. As far as I can tell, I think they've improved the force feedback, because I can certainly catch slides more than what I could do before. You know, I still hear people complaining about the force feedback, but I think they've done really well with it so far. I mean, how much more you can improve? I don't know. I mean, let's face it, I've never been out on a GT3 car and driven one round, so I can only guesstimate as what it should be, but I've got no problems with it. I'd have to try it again, I'm sure.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Not when it goes, I'll have to double check because I haven't played it for a while, so off the top of my head I couldn't say yay or nay, you know?
Exit right.
I think this is another one I'm going straight through, so why am I taking this road?
Go straight on.
I really do get frustrated with the sat-nav for this game. Must admit, I've not really sat down and paid attention to what is happening with the force feedback. At the end of the day, you know, I like just getting into a game and just enjoying the game for what it is, not analysing what's right, what's wrong. But it is an interesting thing. There's got to be some amount of feedback for you to be able to catch the slide, you know. If you're only catching the last part of a slide, surely that means, you know, you're going to have real difficulty catching anything. So you must be getting something. Maybe it's just that the information that is there just isn't strong enough. But then again, I'm trying to think, how have I got mine set up? I think I'm only using like 50% force feedback in the game. I know I've changed it since the last time. I'll have to look at my settings again. I think I'm using the dampening. I know I've got road texture and everything turned up. But I can't remember what percentages. That's one of those where I'd have to physically look. Oh, I don't know. At the end of the day, it should be the same information being sent to all wheels. You know, yes, okay, you might find that one wheel may, I don't want to say is better, because, you know, perception is a big thing as well. Because force feedback, you know, if you've got a set amount of force feedback, you know, it only gives out one set of signals. It's not like you've got a direct drive, so it gives out a completely different set of signals to what would be a T150 or a G29. It's just that you might find that a direct drive will have a bit more finesse and give you a little bit more detail, but is it going to be enough where you can notice a slide from one wheel to the next? I don't know. It's annoying because I haven't got a basic wheel to go back to check it. Although I have been tempted to pick up a G20. I tell you what, if there's a sale on over the holidays and there's a G29, because I know my son wouldn't mind a steering wheel, so you never know. Perhaps I'll pick one up, and then I'll have a comparison. Hey, I've been there. I've come up from a basic wheel. I started out on, my first ever wheel was a G25. I know I had a G27 for sure, because I sold that. Then I ended up with a G29. And then from there I went to the Thrustmaster TSPC Racer. And then from there I jumped up to direct drive. So, you know, I've had my wheels. Problem is I've just never had them side by side, so you can't do that direct comparison. I mean, I was never disappointed with the G29. It was just obviously weaker than this wheel, and it was noisy. That's what got me in the end, was because the gearing inside the wheel, you could hear it as you're moving the wheel around. Got kind of frustrated with that in the end because I wanted a wheel that was more quiet, which is why I jumped up then to the TSPC Racer. If it wasn't for the TSPC Racer braking, or ended up making its own noise 6 months down the line, I probably would still be using a TSPC Racer. Of a pleb wheel. I know one thing, I wouldn't mind buying a new, just normal round wheel, but having something with a little bit more padding, a little bit softer feeling. Maybe go for a suede. I still wouldn't wear gloves though. Although maybe I should, because I'm getting a few calluses from the rubbing on the earth. One hour and 9. Not far now. 241 litres on board, 75 kilometres to go. Yeah.
And then continue straight on.
Yes, sir. Straight on.
Go straight on.
We're going. We're going. Deet. So we're back up to 75,000. So I think my drivers are actually covering the loan payments and more. I'm impressed. 33 kilometers, 30 miles to go. 28 miles, 18 miles, sorry, what am I on about? Ugh. What's going on here? Okay, whatever, Trevor. It's time to move on.
Keep right.
This is a nice one, really. It's really straight in.
Right.
There's no drive around the city to get to the depot. You just drive straight in. I like it. Ooh, that's a little fast for that corner. Let's put it down a notch.
Turn right.
There's the drop off. A nice easy one.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
What's with the drop off point smack bang in the middle? They must be thinking, no, he's not going to park that one, just make it nice and easy for him. Ooh, perhaps I'm not actually. I want to tidy that up. That'll do. Straight. It is actually straight for a change. I'm sure that was 60, not 53. Rip me off. Right, let's do... Fuel doesn't really cost me because I'm not using my own truck. I'll leave the eco driving for now. Let's invest in... Yeah, rank 2, urgent deliveries unlocked. So we need to do that one, get more job choices. So that gives us 128,000. Wine, tires, sausages, frozen meatballs, train axles, 8 hours. That's not bad for 13. Almost tempting. We might do that one. Right then, what I'm going to do a second, I am going to get me a cup of coffee. So I shall be back in a bit. Right, let's take the job. We'll do that one. It's 12 hours, I think it was. Oh, drink your coffee. Let's put the camera back to where we were. We want to do an exterior view. We want to put Lite side lights on. Start the old engine.
Turn right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Ooh, turn it more. Crap. Okay, enough messing around. This Renault truck's kind of funky, isn't it? Right, how are we doing for setup? Okay, mirrors there, mirrors there.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Yeah, I'm not going to catch up. And my mirror is locked on the right hand side. That's awesome. Right, let's have a look at my settings, see if I can get this mirror on the right hand side to work properly. Probably because we're at full lock there. Nope, that's still not working. It's better because it's updated. Let's try a little bit more forward. So I need to move my position. That's what it is. If I do, it's gonna look weird. It may get the mirror working for me. That's the wrong button. No, it's not getting the mirror working for me. That's really annoying. The top mirror is working, but the bottom right mirror isn't working. It's usually to do with positioning within the cab. Actually, will a mirror change do anything? Probably not, but we'll give it a go. It's working now. Good. We'll have to have it like that. 8 hours then for this. 8 hours, 762 litres, 542, and we should be earning 15 grand for this one. Should be fairly easy. If we stick a 90 all the way, we're laughing. Slowing down to 80, so we'll put it at 84. We're gonna crash into the back of you. There you go. The run on the downhill, hopefully. Uh-oh, that's a lot of lean. Whoa, didn't like that. And that felt like it was gonna go.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Keep right and exit right. Right, careful around here, we're going to slow it down because
Right.
we got a fair bit of weight on the back here.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
6 hours 31, it's going pretty quick. We're at 80 limit again. Great. It's going to be one of these. Go right through the twisties. So got to watch the trailer on this one. Make sure it doesn't cut in on the edges. Stalled. I stalled it again. Hello, Sammy. Yes, it's working now. Sorry about that. I was concentrating too much going around corners. I was going to crash. I usually have it together. Oh, don't change lights. Oh, get in gear. I think we got the side lights on.
Get ready to turn left.
Okay, turn by here then, are we? With him. I can't stop that quick. Jesus Christ. What did he stop for? Oh, great. Hopefully it's just truck damage. Well, that's not the tick-tock of a clock now, is it? It's the old indicators. Nah, it's not TikTok, it's Tick. It's different. I'm telling you. Doot, doot, doot. I'm speeding again. I should be doing 50. I'm doing 70. Where does it say I'm doing 40? I don't know where you're looking. Oh, miles per hour. Yeah, no, I'm talking kilometers, sorry. You're looking at the here, aren't you? On the next to the map. Yeah, on the map it gives you miles per hour, but everything I'm looking at on my gauges is kilometers, which is always going to be higher. I may say miles an hour now and again because I'll slip up. Oh, and I should be saying kilometers an hour. Roundabout coming up, I might as well slow down before I hit the back of this guy.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
He's not gonna stop, you little shit. I swear this game is out to try and kill me.
Exit now.
We still got 4 hours of this.
Go straight on.
So Sammy, how was your TV watching? Going too fast again. Speed limit. Let's get it back down to 84 again. Still watching it here. And how many more episodes have you got to watch? Still got hundreds. You might as well give up now, you're never going to get through them. Wow, that's a fairly hefty roundabout.
Take the first exit. Exit now.
Trying to keep the speeds up at least.
Go straight on.
You don't give up. Are you sure about that? Oh, come on. Well, watching TV, yes. Right, and motoring time. Get back to 84. Got to get these hours down. Got to get this job sorted. Give us another 15 grand. I need to check the time, which is 13:41. If I can get this dropped off, we'll do another short job after this, and that'll be it. And I may be back later this evening. Not quite sure what I'll play. Maybe do a little bit of Dirt Rally, because I've got to do some more practice in Dirt Rally. I'm thinking maybe have a look at Wreckfest, because I'm sure Wreckfest has been updated, and I know I haven't played Wreckfest for a while. So maybe have another look at Wreckfest and see what the update is all about. Still haven't completed the single player on that yet, although we're not far from the end, I think. We just got to do the last Pro Series or whatever it is. What a lovely weather. Sneaked it through.
Get ready to turn right.
The new ATS map? What map is that? I probably will buy it. If there's a new map and I don't know about it, then yeah. Ah, crap, there's a copper. Please hold. Ding dong. If a map came out yesterday, then yeah, I don't know, and it's because I haven't really looked at ATS. But it is. I probably will pick it up. I need to find out.
Exit right.
I need to find out if the map is on the map. Yeah, the map. If the map is on CD keys. If it is, I'll pick it up on CD keys. Utah's been released then, is it? $8.99 on Steam. That's not a bad price. Is it discounted on Steam already? Usually they're about 15 quid. Unless it's a small update. If that's the normal price then I'm in no rush yet because I haven't even started on redoing a new profile for ATS. And they haven't got it on CD keys. Surprising. I wonder if it's available. Have a look on a place called All Keys Shop, I think it is, and see if anywhere else is selling it. Unless of course you're busy, but then don't worry. Oh man, I've got to drive here and do a loop on myself. You know, I know you don't want to. You don't play games at the best of times.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Yes, and I'm not good enough to be playing games with anymore. I understand. Come on, get your ass out of the way. And he's still got there through first because I have to be careful with the rear end.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now. Go straight on.
I think this is downhill, can't tell. It's picking up speed rather easily. We can turn them off. And we're about an hour 48 out. Yeah, there's no rush for that one.
Go straight on.
It depends what you need help with there, Peter.
Go straight on.
Go straight on.
Go straight on.
That's a new one on me. Couldn't save the profile. Weird. Hold on. So, under profile, which you'll see here, you should have a World of Trucks and you should have a cloud save. Now, I don't know whether you're set up for cloud saves or not, but what you could do is go into your profile, edit your profile. That's when it decides to load. When it loads in, make sure that all your details are correct. And then obviously you want to change your, you untick the cloud option there. And that should give you at least a local save, and see if local saves work. Oh, we don't want to quit, we want to load. Ideally, you want to make sure you've got a cloud save working. Yeah, so once you've obviously downloaded the game fully, make sure that you set up the profile first. And as long as that's done, you should be able to start playing the game. There's, you know, this is a brand new install which I started 6 days ago, and that's what I did. Yeah, but your root crashes on me. Great. Oh, you gotta love it. Where's my mouse? Close the program. It's crashed. Now I'm waiting for Steam to do its thing. What's Steam doing? It's being a lemon. Yeah, you've got to make sure the download is done completely before you even attempt to start the game. No, I just hope my profile loads. Otherwise, that's going to be annoying. The bar going up? I can't see. Yes, it is. Right, hopefully I can just hit drive and we can carry on. Gotta wait for the light. There we are, as long as it's working, that's the main thing.
Get ready to turn left.
Oh, is he giving a fine to? I think this is a 50 zone. Yeah. Slow it down a little. 1 hour to go. Kinda sucks going so slow. Come on, speed limit change. So what's the time? Maybe keep an eye out for a stop. We've got 14 hours remaining, we can do 8 hours and...
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
Oh, we're not going that way, we're going this way.
Now.
Oh, I forgot you said the third.
At the roundabout, take the third exit. Exit now.
Nothing coming. Right, let's get back to cruising speed, shall we?
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Turn right.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Get those gears in. Well, there's no point in stopping because we're right there, so...
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Seriously? There's a load of trucks coming down there and they all want to come around this roundabout. I only have to go down there. It's almost tempting just to mount the curb.
Exit now. Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left. Get ready to turn left.
Well, there's a turning here somewhere.
Turn left. You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Too far back. We're in. It's another ranking level. Question is, what are we gonna choose? So those are just higher reward, 10% higher reward, 5% increase for high value cargo, 10%, so another 5% there, 3%. Or do we start cracking these open? I don't want to do that. How do I remove that? So annoying. Right, jobs. Let's do another one. 48 hours. Don't want to do anything crazy. Let's have a look at 15. Oh, that's not bad. 15 grand, 10-hour drive. Excuse me. Do apologize. 23, 13, 24, 10. And that gives us 700 brake horsepower. Volvo Globetrotter should work rather well. 10-hour drive. I think that might be a tempting one to do. Anything else? 26, 26, 28, 31. Ten hours, 4 minutes. Trying to see if there's anything around 38 or 31. Yacht. 22 hours. Through 38. Nine. I don't know. I've gone through so many pages now, I don't know how far back I gotta go to get that one I looked at before, which is like 38. It was 47 then, what's that? 11-hour drive. 47.81 per mile. That's kind of maximizing the amount you're earning for the distance you're traveling. We'll do that one. Got a nice truck for that one. Oh, 400 brake horsepower. Great. doubler. Crikey, we can only just about fit in the yard. I'd like to see who parked that one. Oh God.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Oh, that looks a bit messy, doesn't it? Where are we sitting in this one? Quite forward. Whatever we've done, we've broken the mirror on that side. Hey, Equalizer, how you doing? What do you mean, is it safe to come in? When hasn't it been safe? That's more the point.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Yesterday's stalker? What do you mean? What happened yesterday? Am I missing something? Yeah, I don't recall a stalker. You're gonna have to, because I don't recall anything. Ah, no, that was because what they were typing wasn't coming through because it was getting blocked. Which, good point, I actually haven't gone back into my Streamlabs account to check the word filters. And there wasn't anything bad with what they were saying, it's just the fact it was just being picked up. So even though you don't get to see it, they don't get to see anything appearing, but I get to see what they've written regardless of whether it's blocked or not. So yeah, no, it's not stalker, it's just the spam filter just picking up silly words and blocking it when it shouldn't have. Far from famous, Jesus. I thought to be a famous YouTuber, you've got to have like hundreds of thousands of followers and have like 100 odd, 200, 500 people in your chats. Yeah, I'm far from that, and I don't even see it getting to that. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would be nice if that did happen, but yeah, I don't see that. Sammy, we'll leave that for you, shall we?
Keep left, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
I didn't say anything about getting it famous for me. Now, how come I got picked up on the first one but not on the second one? I don't understand. Seems like the filter's blocking. I don't understand how it's working on one blocks the other.
Keep left, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
There's something a bit messed up with these filters, I think. I'm just happy to sit back and play my games. As I said all along, you know what, if people want to come in and they want to chat, they're more than welcome to come in and have a chat. If they want to sit back and watch, they can sit back and watch. If they just want to have a look, see what's going on and move on to the next channel, so be it. You know, it is what it is. So how you been doing anyway, Equalizer? I haven't seen you for a while, to be honest. Everything okay with you? That's 2:59. 25 hours, 9 hours to do the job. 1,006 litres in the tank, 679 kilometres to go! And supposedly this truck has done 54,000 miles or 89,927 kilometres. First week off work? Oh, and what are you going to do with yourself for the next week then? Got anything planned? Get into that lane before that truck does. Get in the spot! Getting pro mods working. Yeah, I'm still not fussed on pro mods at the moment. I think I'll wait. Well, it sounds like you're doing well out of that birthday treat for her then. Whose birthday is it again? What about... hold on, you're eating chocolate. What about cake? There's got to be cake. Or is it chocolate cake? Yeah, supposedly it works with MP, but again, because I'm not doing multiplayer at the moment, then it's not really worth me messing around. I just want to get my single player profiles back on track, so I'll do this. I'll probably then do ATS, get them on track, and then I'll worry about multiplayer on them both then. Well, that and, you know, Utah's just been launched. That was one reason not to. There's another update coming out now. There's a map update probably coming up December time for ETS, which means that pro mods will have to be updated anyway. Multiplayer will have to be updated. So it's like, why do it now? Might as well just wait. Nah, not got the new map yet. Again, because I haven't even started a new profile back in ATS. I'm purely just concentrating on getting ATS going. There's no discount on it at the moment. There's nowhere to pick it up on the cheap, so I'm going to leave it for now. And if it comes up on the cheap, I'll buy it. Or if I then decide, you know what, I'll start doing ATS, then I'll just pick it up. Surprising that CD keys don't have it. Usually CD keys have the new map, but unless SCS are kind of locking down who's got access, I don't know. There doesn't seem to be anyone but Steam at the moment. Yeah, true, they do seem to have less of the ATS stuff. But you usually find it somewhere. Mind you, $8.99 isn't a bad price. And I remember paying 15, 16 quid for DLC for this game, so... Although ATS then, if the map's updated, doesn't that mean ATS has been updated to use the new 1.36 update? Because I'm sure that's got some enhancements. Might be worth having a look. Only 10 cities, well, yeah. It's not a huge amount when you think about it. That would explain a lot. Yeah, maybe I need to get ATS at least loaded and get my profiles copied. Not the profiles, but the controller configs copied across to ATS as well. At least then I know the base game is ready to go. Because at the moment I don't even think I've set up even a profile. I need to get a multiplayer profile and a single player profile created. Yeah, it adds up. And that's the same thing with pro mods. What do you think? When you think that pro mods is updated, the game gets updated, you need a new pro mods update. The new map is updated, you need a new pro mods update. You know, and if you're paying the absolute minimum, you're looking at least a couple of quid. You know, let's call it at £1.50, I don't know. But then when you think about it, if you're doing that every 6 months, or in some kinds even more, it adds up. You know, before you know it, you may have spent 10 quid for pro mods. You know, it's not a bad buy, but I just get frustrated with pro mods, you know, because it constantly needs updating. It's just like, well, for now I might as well just wait until I can get a good section. I remember when I updated pro mods once, and the next thing you know, it was like 2 months later there was an update, you had to do it again. I was like, what's the point? And I gotta admit, I'm not missing pro mods. It's nice to have the extra roads that they do, but I've got plenty of roads to concentrate on now. You know, it'd be different if I was like 90% map completed and I wanted more roads to explore, then pro mods added in, off you go. But at the moment, I've got plenty to do. Kind of stuck in the outside lane. Gonna get that bus to back off a bit. You can go round me, boy. Come on, we're going to a crawl. We're down to 6 hours 59. What's the time? We're good. Well, I don't know. I mean, I know there are people with 100% map, but I don't know whether they've done it 100% driving around, or whether they may have done a bit of cheating here and there. I mean, I was on at least 86%, I think it was.
Exit right. Exit right. Turn right.
Come on. Granted, that was without pro mods, but if I'd got myself to about 95% ETS map completed, probably would have re-added in pro mods just to give me more to do then. The goal at the end of the day is to get 100% map, because that is one of the achievements of the game. It's gonna be a while now. It's gonna be another 1,000 hours of playing. What about yourself, Equalizer? Have you targeted any of the achievements? Because I must admit, I'm in the wrong lane because everybody's overtaking me. Oh, there's a car on my way. I'm gonna squeeze him. There he goes. For me, I kind of like having the achievements because I find at least having the achievements and having them as a goal does keep the game certainly more interesting. But then that's because I play probably more single player than multiplayer. Well, we're gonna try creeping it to 84. Yeah, with achievements, when you actually complete an achievement, you'll get a little pop-up to say, you know, this has been done. It'll come up like a Steam overlay. But they're worth doing. You know, some of them maybe like take 4 of a certain good to X location, or take from this kind of depot to this kind of depot. And they're based on the DLC you've got. So if you've got all the DLC, then you'll have quite a few achievements to do. There'll be at least 10 per city. And then you've got the base game achievements, which are things like all the garages, 100% map, things like that. So good little targets. I think I'm back to like 15 achievements to do now. I think I've done most of the others. Go, he's flying in down there on the right. At the time when I did mine, let me think. I think the SimLabs rig was about 700 quid. It's like 699 for me to purchase it. For me to buy the parts for this, I think I spent 450 to 480 pound. That was basically cut and shipped to me, so it did work out cheaper. Not a huge amount, but enough for me, because at the end of the day, you've got to remember that I've got little extras on mine. I've got the extra arms for the flight sticks to be mounted. I haven't included the price of the stand, because the stand is not far off the same price as what it takes to buy from SimLabs. I think if you buy the stand, you're looking at 200, but remember, I think mine cost me just shy of 200. I think it was about 180 odd, but mine includes the extra bracket above, whereas if you want to get the 4th monitor bracket, that's an extra charge on top. Hey Super, how you doing? Long time no see. If you're thinking of doing your own rig, go to motedis.com. They actually now have some basic rigs of their own designed on the site. If you're not in my Discord, join the Discord. I'm sure I've posted it there. If I haven't, I make sure that I'll get that posted. Trust me, I've been called a hell of a lot worse, so it's not a problem. You know what? It'd be nice if I could do something with the dirt rally side of it. Gonna have to look into Dirt Rally later today. I need to put in a bit more practice time. I don't think I can get faster, and I got a feeling that if I attempt that event, if I get a 312, I'll be happy, because I'm struggling to hit 310 all the time. Although, man, my fastest is a 3.7 or 3.8. I think it's a 3.8. Oh, there's a guy on. When I last looked, I haven't looked for a couple of days.
Then exit right.
But the last time I looked, there's a guy on a PS4 who supposedly has done a 3.3, and I'm like, how the hell do you do a 3.3 round here?
Exit right.
No, my name's very hush hush, secret.
Turn right.
Hey, you. Shut up. Cake. Yeah. I'm trying to think of something, but yeah, I'll keep my mouth shut because I'll get myself in trouble. The new ferry? What, are they redesigned it so it actually looks a bit more interesting? I'm guessing we're talking about ETS DLC, yeah? Well, isn't that what you do in the ferries now? You get on it and you cross it? Or do you mean it actually shows you crossing or something? I've been too busy. Just remember the last... at least over the last week I've been busy reformatting this PC twice, reinstalling everything twice. Now I'm having to redo my whole blooming profile because I cocked that up. So any information that's come out, and to be honest, some of it I ignore some of it because it's like I want to experience and see this stuff for myself. So I don't mind hearing about it. It's just, you know, if I'm going to be streaming it, I want to be sharing me going, ooh, look at this, or ah, look at that. Because it's like, I don't know about this. No. No, 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 no. We're not going to be starting singing songs like that. What I think walking humans in this... Well, you do get people walking in the cities, though. I don't know if it was it with pro mods or something or whatever? I don't know. I know one of the things anyway. You can get... There's people on bikes cycling in some cities. I think there was a guy in a wheelchair in one. I'm sure of it. I'm sure it was this game. Yeah, there was a guy in a wheelchair. There was a guy on the bike, because I remember crashing into the bike, because I was like, well, collision detection and that's pretty crap. And if I remember correctly, once there was a guy standing in the middle of the road and I hit him, and he must have been like Terminator or something, because I stopped dead and he was still standing alive. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're gonna get like full on GTA kind of city with, you know, walking people or, you know, just doing or going around there shopping or something. I don't think the game's got that much grunt behind it to be able to support that. If it did, it would be very taxing.
Then continue straight on.
Hold on, we've got to change.
Go straight on.
Well, with my driving, that wouldn't be a surprise, mind. If anybody was ending up in the wheelchair, it would have been me, because I stopped dead and that guy was just standing there like nothing happened. I was like, what? At least if you hit a pedestrian, you know, show some damage. I can't help it if I got a bit of a lead foot, you know? Even my driver instructor said, slow down. I was like, what for? If I go any slower, I'm dead. One hour, 24 minutes. It can't be too bad. I've only ever been had for speeding once, and I've never crashed my own car. Granted, I may have crashed somebody else's, but let's not go there. Hold on, 50 limit, slow it down. Yeah, well, when I say crash the car, I didn't really crash it, I just creased. Well, even then, I didn't crash, I didn't crease the door on the car I had, I just creased somebody else's. And there was a slight mark on the car that I had, and I ended up buffing it out anyway. But that's the worst. Oh, and once when I reversed the car, and I reversed into another car. But I tapped it so lightly, I ended up pushing the car back a few feet, and the guy got out of the car and was like, what are you doing? I was like, what? I didn't feel a thing. But then looking back, there's no damage whatsoever. The two cars were fine. Even he came out and checked and was like, well, that's surprising.
Go straight on.
Let's face it, it was a Ford car. It was like nothing to it. But yeah, we're talking years ago now, Christ. It's been a long time since anything has happened like that. Oh, the one when I was parking the car, I couldn't do anything about it. The guy was sitting in the car. That was great. Because I was reversing and I was like, we're in, we're parked. And he came up and said, do you realise you pushed my car back? I was like, nope. Didn't feel a thing. It was quite funny. I said, come on in, let's have a look then, see if we caused any damage. I said, because honestly, I didn't feel a thing at all. Not a bump, nothing. Looked at both cars, there was no mark on either bumper at all. I was more worried about the car in front because it was massive. And expensive. what are we supposed to be doing? Alright, we can do 80 now. Let's try and pick the speed back up because it's bogging down, we're in the wrong gear. Only 2 minutes to go and then we can get rid of these double trailers. I don't know what I'm in. Gonna squeeze so I can get the front of this truck.
Then turn left.
I'm in A, man, that's for sure. I didn't even check to see what truck it was.
Turn left.
Rotterdam. Come on, move it, mister.
Keep left, and then turn left.
The length of my rig is the same as the SimLabs. The width of my rig is wider than a SimLabs. I purposely made it that way. If you go to the SimLabs website, you can actually look at their rig there, and on the information for the rig, they actually give you the dimensions. So if you wanted to, you could just copy the dimensions directly off it. So if I remember correctly, the length is like 1,400 millimeters, and the width is something like 600. Off the top of my head, I may be wrong, so double check it. I think the SimLabs one is actually slightly narrower, it's like 520 or 580 or something. But I know I purposely made mine wider. The length you could probably get away with slightly shorter if you wanted to. But if you're unsure, just go for the same. Same for the uprights. The uprights that you mount your wheel to, I think mine are slightly higher as well, because I wanted a bit more flexibility in how it's all mounted. Now, I don't think it's 1800. That seems a bit big, because that'll be pretty damn long, and it doesn't need to be.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Stalled it. I stalled it again. Need this thing to get in the box. Come on, tail end. Come on in. That'll do. It's a little bit skiff, but I'll take it. Just in on the back end. So what have we got at 14? It's going to be too late. Right, let's have a look. So we're now on 1,600. So what am I on about 1,600? 168,000 in cash. We're up there. What's my drivers doing? Let's have a look. How do we do that? Driver manager, is it? Well, he's doing well. He's on 2.5 rating, so he's shot up a little bit, which is nice. He needs to rank up. Hopefully he'll rank up soon. We got this guy. He's slacking a bit. Start ranking up and earn your money. Finishes in an hour. 3 hours. Finishes in 0 hours, so he's about to drop off it again. 1002, 520, 650. Yeah, so the 520 I changed to a 600. The 1002, was it 1002? Let me check mine. I can't remember. Or did I make mine longer? I don't know why 1400 rings a bell for me, but maybe I'm just thinking that because I'm stupid. I have a tape measure. Let me find out for you now. What did I make mine? Yeah, I made mine 1400. So mine is a 1400 in length. So it's 1400 length, 600 wide. What's the uprights? I think they're 700. 700. So mine is slightly bigger. The only difference is for the base, they've used obviously much thicker bits of metal. They do work out quite expensive. However, in my eyes, you don't really need to use it. 4080 for the base is perfectly fine for me because that's what I'm using. The seat mount is 4080, so by the time you use 4080 twice and you've got them up, you know, standing up on top of each other, you're not far off the same height as what a SimLabs would be anyway. So have a play with it. Go to metedis.com, work out. Yeah, I made it all. I didn't buy any of mine from, you know, pre-built. Mine was the software you can download, which will help you work out in your mind what you need, so you can work out the heights, all the dimensions. You put it into the 3D software. It'll then make a list of all the cuts that you need, and then you can just put those cuts into the metedis.com website. So you'll get they do it per bar of metal, which is like 1980 millimeters or something. And what you do then, you specify your lengths that you need. So you buy the bar and you have the bar cut. And what I did is you buy the bar, put your lengths in, any waste will be sent to you, because the waste, I was surprised, I actually used a lot of the offcuts, you know, for extra support bits and what have you. You know, the way SimLabs do it is you get everything you need to build the rig as per the picture. With this way of doing it, if you then want to add anything extra and you need an extra piece of metal, you may have that extra piece of metal to do the job. And all the brackets you can buy from this place. They've got all the brackets, they've got all the bolts, they've got everything you need to make it, you can buy from this place. They've got all the parts, and that's basically what SimLabs do. They've probably got it where they're either buying the metal and all the parts directly from somebody, and they're just making their rig as per. The only difference is they've got special parts because they've made their own mounting plates and their pedal plates and what have you, which is fair enough because, you know, there are different requirements for different wheels and what have you. But to mount my wheel, I just used 40 by 40. To mount the pedals, I made my own plate. Again, using 40 by 40 and getting it all measured correctly. You just need to look at what wheel you're using and what wheel, if you're planning on upgrading, what wheel you're going to plan to upgrade to. Then you can go to the websites of each manufacturer, get the mounting positions, and then you can look into it. Now, depending on your wheel, if you've got one like that doesn't have easy access to the bolts below, or only mounts from the bolts below, then you may need to look at getting a plate. Now, if you need one of those plates, you can always buy the plate directly from SimLabs. But again, that may push up your total budget, and if that's the case, you may be approaching the price of a SimLabs setup anyway. I'm kind of lucky because with the Simucube one, it's 2 metal bars that come out at the bottom, and you just put screws down, so all you need to have is bars either side, mount the screws in, and then your wheel in is situated. If I take this off, you may just see it. See the bars here? So that's a 40 by 8. That's a 4080 bar laying flat. These are mounted on, and because I needed to shift the wheel back behind the monitor, these extend back behind the monitor, where I've got the wheel then mounted at the back, and then I've got an extension piece to bring the wheel forward just in front. So all you see with mine is literally the wheel just in front of the screen. The actual base itself is tucked behind the screens. So you need to have a think, because I don't know what wheel you're using. If you're using something like a G29 or a Fanatec, then you need to look at how the mounting is for those wheels. Which could cause you an issue. You just need to work out how to do it. But yeah, it's fairly straightforward. But I would recommend anybody look into it. Yeah, with Thrustmaster, I think with the Thrustmaster wheels, there's no like side mounting. You've got to mount from underneath the wheel, which means you need a way of getting. I mean, there's nothing stopping you buying a sheet of metal, drilling holes in it, and then attaching that to something like what I've done here. So as long as you're okay with working with, say, 5mm thick sheet metal, you could do that yourself. Or if you wanted a cheat, you could just buy the mounting plate from SimLabs and add it to the rig that you've designed. But I don't know how much that part would cost. So let's say, you know, you were working yours on the GT cockpit, which is what, something like 320 quid. But your rig was close to, I don't know, say 250, but it was going to cost you another 50, 60 quid just for that mounting piece. You may as well just get the GT cockpit. It all depends on what you want to do and how much you can buy it for, the parts. But certainly have a look, because if you can get the price in, it's going to save you 100 quid, then that's 100 quid in your pocket you can put to something else. Or just save 100 quid. For me at the time when I did it, with the pricing, I did save, so it was worth me doing it. One of the ways I saved was the corner brackets. I don't think you can see them. Where are we? Don't know if you can see this little bracket here. Those can be quite expensive if you buy the original ones, which have snap-off tags on the back. I think they sell them like £10 for 10. No, hold on. I think it was on eBay. You get 10 in a bag, and it wasn't £10. It was something like stupid, like a couple of quid actually. But they're not the proper ones because they don't have the snap-off tags. They have tags on them, but you have to grind them off. Not a problem. Buy a cheap angle grinder for like a tenner, and you can just grind off the tags, and then you can mount them. You can turn them sideways then and mount them flat. The tags are used to run in here, but if you need to change them 90 degrees, you're supposed to snap the little tags off the back so you can turn them. But these ones, you can't snap them. You can only grind off, which is why they're so cheap. But they do exactly the same job, and it saves you money because they are quite expensive when you buy them on lower mounts. I don't know if that's on right now. Yes, it is. But yeah, plenty of options there, to be honest. So certainly look into it. Do your math. You've got the end cover caps that are here. They sell those. You know, if you want to, you can do it as per the SimLabs and see how much it works out for you. But I think if you end up using the thicker metal, I think, what is it? I think it's a 40 by 160. Yeah, the 160 metal is quite expensive, and it does push the price up. But I know I looked at it now. There's a place in the UK that sells, I think it's KJN or KNJ. No, Mercedes is abroad. I think it's in Germany. There is a company in the UK, but they work out slightly more. Funny enough, I was looking at getting some extra bits of metal. I priced it up from the one in the UK. If you just type in Aluminium Profile, there's a place, KJN or KNJ. I can't remember which way around it is. priced it up with them, it was like 68 quid. But if I buy it from Mercedes in Germany, it's like 62 quid. But at that price, I can include the brackets that I was needing as well. So it does work out still cheaper to buy from Mercedes in Germany and have it delivered here. And remember, you know, this is thick metal. It's not going to get smashed or broken or bent. And if it does, you could probably just tell them and they'll probably arrange a replacement for you anyway. The one in the UK, I don't know, if it's located near you and it's somewhere where you can just drive around and pick it up, it may work out cheaper. So it may be worth having a look to find out where they're located in the UK. Because not knowing where you are. But if you're around the corner from them, you could just go around and pick it up, so to speak. Which might be an option. But anyway, what's the time? Anyway, it's coming up to 3 o'clock. I'm going to have to make a move. So I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed, give it the old like and subscribe. And as usual, we'll see you in the next one. Maybe on later today. I'm not entirely sure. If I do, as I say, it'll either be something like Dirt Rally or Wreckfest. So, leave it there. Take care. Bye for now.